Have the aliens arrived? Have the motherfucking aliens arrived? That's a song that I recorded a while back ago. And that's the whole song. I mean, it ends with like a, Axl Rose.
Millions of people across the world want to know.
Have the aliens arrived? Have the motherfucking aliens arrived?
Here with an entitled man's account of life and death in the West. As a lounge lizard for the interweb, he writes his colorful and unusual stories. But as a man with a podcast, he lives and becomes a part of the epic and evolving years in the new territories of...
Hey everybody, I'm Buck Stallion, and you're listening to The Wake and Bake.
Hey, very beginning. Good morning. Rise and shine. Thank you. Good morning. Going down.
Special thanks for support from Bill's Wheels in Santa Cruz, Speakeasy Lounge, The Modesto View, One Truth Tattoo, Chris Ricky Presents, Clandestine Rabbit, Max Muscle Nutrition, Jonathan Booker Studios, Bron Theron, Tits Crew, Real Ones, Shatter Sesh, and ModestoNews.org.
Hey everybody, it's Buck Stallion, and we are we're going to be focusing on the Bizarre Fest over the next few days, just because that is the big event that's coming up in Fresno here this Saturday. Today is Wednesday, January something, and 2018. What is it? It's January fucking 24th. It's the 24th. And on the line right now, I've got my main dog, Drane. How are you, sir?
Just dandy. How are you doing?
I'm good. Dandy is a good way to be, bro.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So maybe you could help me out. I mean, the whole thing is I could give the information all day and nobody would give a fuck. But whenever I have a guest come give some information, then all of a sudden it makes more sense. To me, it sounds like shameless self-promotion when I'm talking. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
what do you want to know?
Well, I mean, tell us the history. Give us your involvement.
Okay. This Sunday, what is it? The 27th. This Saturday.
Yes.
The 27th is, I believe, the 6th annual Bizarre Fest in Fresno, California, at Calla Park. There at Calla Park, there is a 7-foot tall wall that runs the length of the city block that we paint there. They barbecue. They have bands. They have UMCing, vendors. There's going to be the B-Boy battle this year, finally. We've been trying to work on that for a while. But when I say that, I don't mean we. I mean Rain, who is the sister of Salvador Lujan BKA Bizarre One from Lord's Crew. He started Lord's Crew in '86. Unfortunately, he passed away 6-7 years ago, in 2013, actually.
Yeah.
So he's, one of the main guys who started Lord's Crew and kept it together all those years. And so, we honor him once a year by doing this event and keeping his legacy alive, But it's mainly his sister. It's primarily, it's his sister, Rain, who handles the whole event and makes it happen. We had a battle there several years ago when Bizarre was still alive, and it went really well and was really huge. And so basically, she kind of took over the idea and made it into his fest.
Yeah.
And so this year, I believe it's going to be a little bit bigger and better. She's gotten more sponsors involved and such. And in fact, Red Bull's thrown us an after party at Vinny Vitty Vinci's in the Tower District afterward, where some cat named Jay Smith is going to be doing something. I don't know. He raps or something. He's a comedy rapper, I think.
Ah, Jay Smith. I've heard of him. I thought he was dead.
Some weird shit. Some Elvis shit. Yeah, I think he is Elvis. But so that's happening. We got people from all over California come to this event to paint and hang out and enjoy the lovely Fresno nightlife, which isn't so bad. We have fun.
Now, they're gonna have there's booths, there's some merch people that are gonna be there. There's gonna be shirts available, right?
Oh yeah, all sorts of merch from people's small, companies are trying to push to their larger ones. There'll be people selling paint, custom artwork will be for sale. There's always that. People always bring out their artwork for sale.
Yeah.
And it's just all in all a good time if you like art, like art and cool people with good heads on their shoulders,
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some knuckleheads, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling.
No, it's good. No, this is good.
Well,
You're informing, man. That's that's like the most important part of this is just getting that information out there. And like I said, I mean, I talk about it. It just goes in one ear out the other for most people. You know what I mean? If other people aren't involved, people don't tend to listen. So that's what I want. I had Keen Vision on yesterday. He's one of the MCs that started doing Bizarre Fest last year, and him and I actually Rain met him at a Christmas fundraiser toy drive I was doing, and because he was performing that night too. I was hosting for a minute or whatever. I ended up getting my tires slashed. It was awesome.
great.
Yeah. At a toy drive, I got my tires slashed. Fucking real Modesto there, Modesto. So, but yeah, so fucking, he came, him and his boys, the Third Eye team, they came out and they were probably out of all the different performers that we had, I would say him and his crew and then Sea Monkey Do were probably my favorites, and they are going to be coming back. Also, MC Wicks is going to be there, I'm assuming. He never RSVPs. He just kind of shows up and says, "I'm MC Wicks. Look at how cute I am." And then...
hey, real quick, while I'm looking at it, let me go over this real quick.
Yeah.
Again, it's Saturday, January 27th. It says, I'm looking at 5th right now, but maybe this is an update. I'm pretty sure it's 6th annual Bizarre Art Festival. Saturday, January 27th begins at 11 a.m. till dusk. And it's in Fresno, California at Calawa Park. And that's 4545 East Church Avenue, Fresno, California, 93725.
And if you're not familiar with the Fresno area, I want to add, it sneaks up on you. Like as you're going down Church, all of a sudden there's a fence and the park is there. You're just there. And so
you can't miss it.
There's that huge parking lot, so make sure that you pull into the parking lot and get some good parking. Get there early. So we're going to be starting. Painters get there like at 6 a.m. though, don't they?
Some kooks do. I think like 10 o'clock is a feasible time to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, are there still available slots for painters, or have they all been booked up?
I'm not 100% on that.
Okay.
I would have to talk to Rain about that.
Yeah, maybe I could get an interview with Rain sometime this week.
Yeah,
one of the
that
days.
would be pretty smart deal to do.
I know that she's hella busy though. That's kind of why I took over. From the get go, I started helping with the entertainment and stuff. Not only do I provide the PA, but also it just takes one thing off of her plate that is
Yeah.
it's like it's extracurricular compared to what we're there for. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. That's why I don't really put myself on the posters or try to advertise, too heavily other than just the event. You know what I mean? Because, well, I change my name 150 times throughout the day too. So,
that's one of my favorite things.
Oh, is it?
All your different MC names throughout the day. MC Jungle Gym and fucking Water Slide and all that shit.
Yeah. I
Some
think,
of them are really good.
dude, there was one that I said one year, and I still use it to this day. I think it was MC Wave File or MC MP3 or something, or DJ MP3. I think it was. I don't know. It's one of those that just comes to me. You know what I mean? And then I remember that I like saying that one.
I would be surprised if that's used somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's using that.
Somebody's probably yeah. No, that's even better if I'm parodying somebody that's real.
Right.
So what else has been going on, man?
The struggle, man. Walking my dog right now.
Yeah, good.
The struggle. Selling my shit.
Yeah.
I need money. Can't find any old bikes. Bored with mini bikes, so now I'm building a vintage go-kart.
Okay. You're evolving. So eventually you're gonna start doing like what? I mean, when you go from mini carts, where do you go up from there?
Yeah, what's next? I don't know, midget racers or something.
Yeah.
Quarter midgets. Watch out, Buster. Sorry. My dog likes everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, I've met your dog. Your dog even likes me.
It would be the cars, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but still,
Speaking of which, if anybody's looking for a super duper nice ground up build 1960 VW dune buggy, I have them for sale for $8,000. It's incredibly nice.
And it's rolling. And it'll pass smog.
Street legal, registered and insured.
Very nice.
It's super nice. Yeah. But
So can you send me a picture of the dune buggy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, text me that.
For sure. So BizFest, and then we got Red Bull was trying to get involved before, and I had actually spoke to them, but all they had to say basically was, "Oh, we'll send some girls out there to hand out free Red Bull." I'm like, "You fucking do that anyways."
Yeah.
But Rain got on with them, and they're actually paying for an after party for us at Vinny Vitty Beaches. It's going to be, there's either going to be like free drinks and or drink specials
with Red Bull in them, right?
With Red Bull, and they're supplying a DJ. They're bringing some DJ from somewhere, and also some food. But I believe it's going to be like a VIP thing, they're calling it, but it's going to be for like the artists and the break dancers and people that were involved.
So,
it's a really happy bar afterwards.
So where am I going to be then? I mean, where's Jay Smith going to be? If there's a DJ, fuck DJs.
They're either going to be on the patio during it somehow, We're gonna work something out where DJ's gonna take a break and you're gonna be sitting.
Well, no, or
Like
last time the DJ was inside and I just stayed outside and went until I was tired.
Right, but it's the private party thing, so it's all gonna be on the patio. Come on, hey, look at that. But there is a spot next door that they're doing kind of like I don't know. They do little private parties, dinner party things.
Oh, right.
Next door that you can entry from the patio of Vinny Bitty Beachy. So, So she was talking about possibly setting you up in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be
We're
good.
gonna work it out. Yeah. And there's also a linoleum floor in there, so we're thinking.
Yeah, I need a dance floor for sure.
Well, it might be a spot for the breakdancers too.
Yeah.
Put the party inside and you outside on the patio for anybody to enjoy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dude,
Party's 8 to 10.
when you start setting up expectations in your mind, like I was already like picturing like Clown over there with his hand on his chin, nodding yes at me as I sing my slow songs. You know what I mean? Like I was already picturing me on the patio. But
he told me he's not coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Oh.
Who is going to make it from the titties?
I'm for sure Jaws. Hesk was hitting me up. So I would guess probably. I mean, it seems like probably Pay Dirt and Zimble. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering if you heard anything. I haven't talked to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't.
Contact.
I haven't. I've been working 14-hour days delivering flowers. It's been great.
So yeah, you're doing it.
My funnest.
I keep getting fucking turned down on work.
What you?
So what else?
So, hey, you want to?
Painting. I'm also.
You want to deliver weed?
Painting.
You want to deliver weed?
Here in town, sure.
Yeah.
Come here, Buster. Buster is fucking raging. Come on. I'll walk him without a leash.
Oh, yeah.
So Sunday after, of course, there's the Guadalajara session for breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm trying to get some people to stay to paint.
Oh.
Looking for crew members. But, if, somebody's a legit painter and not some new jack.
Yeah.
Trying to learn, I'm down to let them paint. But we got a bunch of new spots.
Right.
A bunch of new legal spots here in town.
Nice.
Big walls, back-to-back big walls. So, yeah, just trying to have some people come spread some love out here and go as big as they want and not have to compromise and have a limited space. And
right.
All that kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put the word out. Like I said, I haven't talked to many of the crew guys yet. But I would guess, most of the usual guys that like to paint. With Clown, he might just be overwhelmed with work.
He told me he's trying to concentrate on finishing his letter book.
Oh, yeah. That's important. The letter book. He's probably, what letter was he on last time I saw him? I don't know. It seemed like he was like in the S's though, or T's. But
I thought N last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what goes on in LA?
I don't know. I'm not in
In
LA. I'm in the mountains, man.
Where?
I'm up in fucking Mariposa. I'm in the butterflies.
Oh, no, you're down the street.
No, I'm way up here.
I could be at Yosemite, I think, in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or less.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in bumfuck Egypt, man. And
Tell me,
I'm not building any bombs. or thinking about anything political at all. So that's good. I'm just like, I'm considering the idea of monks that can turn into pure light.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I heard
considering
that.
that as a reality,
Buy some DMT.
Well,
Buy
so
some DMT.
the
Get it
thing
started.
is no. So
Introduce yourself.
it takes 16 to 60
Oh, sorry.
16 to 60 years to achieve that kind of love is what they call it.
Without DMT, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's your pineal gland.
It's Tibetan monks are the only ones that can do it, dude. Look it up. They hella shrink.
No, I know.
Have you seen
I know
it?
what you're talking about.
They turn into
I
like
haven't seen
babies. They shrink down to like the size of babies. And then they just disappear.
Buster does that.
Like they have a jar of hair and teeth, and they're like, this is all that was left of them after like 24 hours or some shit. Like once he started his ascent into the rainbow. I don't know.
Well, bring me some DMT.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about DMT. Is that like what's in fucking ecstasy or what? Like what is, or is that a new, it's a new thing?
And the ayahuasca root thing, and I believe peyote's got some DMT, and I believe the flageric mushrooms, the red ones with the white dots you see in the cartoons and Christmas and all that shit.
Yeah.
Those also have DMT and psilocybin, I believe. But yeah,
so the chances I've already done DMT are
called DMT, the spirit molecule, and another one called From Neurons to Nirvana. Pretty cool shit.
These are books or movies?
These are documentaries, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are they called again?
DMT, the spirit molecule. And then there's another one I just found that has some really good information called From Neurons to Nirvana.
So it's not about your brain to the band. It's about turning into
that one. What I learned in that one that I found really fucking interesting was they were. I'm sure I'm not explaining it right, but they were saying, okay, there are these receptors from lower to upper brain, and they go from the lower. The lower is the information, and the upper deciphers it and gives you whatever you're experiencing, right?
Okay.
So the receptors have regulators on them, filters, if you will.
Okay.
So they're saying when you take your DMT or your psilocybin or whatever hallucinogenic, mind-altering drug, that the regulators are being turned off. So, that being said, it's not the LSD, DMT, psilocybin that's giving you the experience. It's just allowing you to see what's already fucking there. It's allowing you to perceive everything 100%, is what they're saying.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
wow.
I was like, yeah, all right, I'll go with that. So that's
well,
what
dude,
doing.
I'll never forget. I mean,
unregulated.
I was with this guy named Jerry Powell, and I was on acid, and he wasn't on acid, but I was, and I kept running to the top of this parking garage and then bombing it on my skateboard. It was like 5 stories, and I would just all the way down, and Jerry was sitting at the bottom, and I'd go, "Come on, Jerry, you want to go down with me? Loads of fun." And then I would run back up the top of the stairs and ride down. And I just kept doing that. And he said I did it like, fucking a bunch of times. Like I just kept doing it over and over again. Like that was my loop for a minute. And he said, and then all of a sudden, I remember this, but like to me, it's kind of like a flash in the pan. But I came out the other side of the garage. I was across the street from where Jerry was, and I didn't say anything to him this time. I just fucking went by on this exposed like peed gravel, doing a fucking monster manual, like with my hands out in front of me, like fucking just like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, Superman style. I fucking did a fucking huge manual across this gravel. And the gravel's still there today, so you can actually see the amount of area that I fucking did this manual, because it makes no sense. Like, you couldn't do it on your best day. You know what I mean? Like, it's physically, it should have been impossible, but I remember doing it, and Jerry was like, dude, you just did this monster manual. And you just kept going. Yeah. But
Shit,
so,
on
the
mushrooms,
chances are I've
I
already...
reached into a fire and turned a log over with my hand and didn't get burned.
Wow.
Yeah, just like, oh, that needs to be turned over, and I just reached in, I turned it over. And
Wow.
then like, wow, what the fuck did you just do? I'm like looking at my hand, I'm like, oh, it hurt a little bit in the morning though.
Yeah, yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
no fucking actual burn, no physical burn, just fucking little pain. That's it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, trip out.
So now, okay, so whenever you're tripping, you're more of like one of those sit around a campfire and ponder kind of guys. You don't go to like the raves.
No, I don't. That doesn't sound appealing to me. It doesn't sound comfortable.
Yeah.
And once, a long time ago, I went to some rave in San Francisco inside a big, huge warehouse, and we dropped acid inline on the way in. And I concluded that the acid was bunk until we stepped out of the place in the morning, and it just came fucking rushing at me, man.
Really?
It was like there was too many lights, too many people moving around, too many noises, and I lost my friends the moment I got in, never saw them. So I was constantly looking for my friends. So I didn't have time to fucking enjoy my trip.
Yeah.
I was already sensory overload. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's hella funny though.
And
I've had those
so
moments.
The moment we stepped out, it just fucking hit us like a fucking rush of warm air. Just, whoa, hey, you're on acid.
Yeah. Everything was like it. My favorite part about acid is, or maybe it's my unfavorite part, I don't know. It's just the blimping and the shrinking of your like you feel like you become just skin and bones, and you're all fucking just withering, and then you feel all blimpy, like you've got big old, everything's all fucking cartoony and fucking soft, you know?
I haven't taken that mixture.
Where
are you going?
No, it's pretty much every time for me. That's,
oh, yeah?
and it gets further and further apart as the trip wears off. You know what I mean? Like it's like less blurry and fuzzy and fucking
Yeah. I don't know. I have never been glimpsed.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I turned into fucking Mickey Mouse hands. I've gone to hell. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if I've taken like acid and I've taken mushrooms, chances are I've had some DMT in my life.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Super rare chemical.
Oh.
Super rare chemical. It's in plants that are either you got to go to fucking Amazon to get, or they're like fly agarics, which are extremely hard to come by as far as I know. I've never seen them.
But this is a fairly new
synthetic, which I've found once. A friend found once. It's an orange powder. You smoke it.
So DMT is fairly new. It's not just a new name for an old thing, like I was assuming.
No, it's always been around. It's in your brain. It's in your pineal gland, and it is released supposedly when you're born, when you sleep, and when you die. That's why people leave their own bodies and see their bodies like on Earth and shit.
Yeah.
Similar to, near-death experience, all that kind of thing.
So, but the pineal gland, that's your third eye, right?
Right.
And, I mean, pretty much you just eat a shit ton of garlic to keep that thing clean? Or do you need to take DMT to keep it fucking positively charged, or what?
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I've never looked into cleansing or uncalcifying or whatever the hell.
Yeah. No, they say that garlic, like pure garlic, like if you can fucking handle, and I was doing it for a while, I just couldn't handle the smell. Well, garlic's bad for me. I'm allergic or some shit. It burns me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tomatoes and garlic like really fuck me up as a combination.
Tomatoes are one of the most acidic fucking things there are. When I eat fucking plenty of pizza and shit, my teeth hurt.
Really? Crazy.
That's why when you get sprayed by a skunk, you take a tomato sauce bath because the acid doesn't hurt you and it fucking gets that shit out of your skin, burns it out, kind of thing.
Huh. Okay, so interesting. Wow.
I had a friend fucking smear ketchup from a package, in the little packages, on a piece of fucking corroded brass. And waited a few hours, rinsed it off, shiny brass.
No way. I've never done that with tomatoes. I just
fucking ketchup.
I just know I like them.
Ketchup, that's another shit mixed in.
Yeah. Oh, dude. My mom was a forklift driver for Del Monte.
For who?
For Del Monte ketchup.
Oh, really?
So I had ketchup in my house all the time. Like I would get up in the morning and have a ketchup sandwich. For reals, dude. Like I was all about that ketchup, and then like they started calling me mustard in elementary school. That became like around second, third grade, and my nickname became Mustard. And so I just started eating mustard only. I started.
There's not really much reason to tell, though. Buster's so cute. These girls are freaking out.
Buster pulls the bitches, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hasn't done me any good yet, but...
Well, dude, it's all about the follow-up. It's all about the follow-up.
Yeah.
Well, hey, so today is brought to you by Green Shop Delivery, CaliforniaGreenShop.com. And we actually just recently opened a Fresno delivery let me see.
Hello?
Hold on. I'm looking for the number. I should have it right here. There it is. So the phone number is...
Buster said thanks for going for a walk with us.
Yeah, you bet, Buster.
That's great.
But the Cali Green Shop number in Fresno is 559-464-0069. And we are a private club, but if you're a friend of mine, Buck Stallions, and you call and say, I'm a friend of Buck Stallions, you don't have to have your rec. We will do friends and family, for recreational. But if you're a stranger and you don't know me and you can't hear this podcast, then you don't get that. You don't get the special. So 559-464-0069.
Okay.
And you just got to say you're a friend of Buck Stein's if you don't have your rec. But if you do have your rec, it'd be better. It's a good idea to have your rec just because of the laws of recreational.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got mine.
It just makes it easier to function because it's going to take everybody like so long. It's going to take at least a couple of years, if not more, for everybody to figure out how this is going to pan out. You know what I'm saying? Like with the recreational.
Town here, fucking podunk, overgrown town, fucking voted against recreational.
Yeah.
Medical only. So your buddy's actually probably not gonna be able to do that. But anyways, that's what I heard.
Well, right now we're just doing, we're doing medicinal deliveries, and we've got a great selection you can check out, californiagreenshop.com. And yeah, and that's, oh my God,
Right on.
my cats are in heat, dude. Do you know anybody that needs any cats I can bring with me on Saturday?
Nobody needs any cats, bro.
Ah, dude, I feel like they do.
You fix your cat. That's how you fucking solve your problem.
No, I got a couple of cats. I mean, yeah, you can fix it, but they're boys. I got boys. They're like the size of raccoons. They're not even a year old. I fed them wolf food, and so they got. I really did. It sounds like something crazy Buck Stallion would just do, as a joke. But no, I really did it. I got the wolf food for my dog, but my dog didn't really like it, and so I put it up in the cat food thing because I'm not going to waste the food. I paid like $40 for 16 ounces of this fucking meat, and I put it up on the thing, and they slowly ate on it little by little because, there were days where we were running late on feeding them or whatever, and fucking, dude, they're the size of raccoons right now, bro. Seriously. I'm gonna send you a picture. Send me a picture of your fucking dune buggy, though. Everybody, this has been Drane. Drane's been hanging out, and so now we're gonna go to a commercial, and that's gonna be a wrap for the show. Thanks, Drane, for calling in and being a part of today's Wake and Bake and giving us all that great information on the Bizarre Fest.
Right on. Thank you.
Today's episode is brought to you by Tom Crum & Co. That's Tom, TOMCRUMM and Company. The guy just drives a crazy-ass utility truck. So give him a call. They'll do something for you. Tom and Crum.
I'm letting them know. It's getting flow. Okay, true. Come on. Okay, I make it rain and I do my thing and I'm coming down and I get it pain. It made it fine. She spit it down. Girl, sip it up. It's just some drink. Make you think about how y'all bite. I'm from here, but we sound alike. Don't let me get you on the side of the club. We live in trill, so believe the hype. Purple nights, purple snap, purple drinking. It's in my lap and I'm leaning slow, but I'm tilted back. She giving brains cause she good at that. It's a style. Out of Texas, I'm living here, so I'm well connected. I got the pass and I can do that shit. If you don't live here, don't do that shit. Nah. Watch me switch up my flow, just to show you how easy I can get up my dough. That's right. I'm not from Texas, but I can copy your flow, and that's what you did, boy. So I think you should go and stay true. That's what it do. I'm letting them know. You still in flow. Stay true. That's what it do. I'm letting them know. You still in flow. You gotta go. Come on. $1 million just to rap about Drane. I ain't understand how body signed a deal for that bang. With the style from Houston, Texas, should remain in this place. Never bought another state, the first rule in the game. In my first verse, I did that flow with some means. It's not about the fucking skills, it's about remaining OG. Me, I chug the dudes and I grip the grain and I pump the lean. I don't feel the pain. I bang the screw, the trunk right like a snake. I do for weird, but you do it fast. I spill it great, you call it wall. One dope rubber dance, people fall. I feel the mic, I don't need forensics. You won't whack rapper, you did the hit it, don't listen to blows. Like motherfucker, I'll break your jaw to give a point across. Hold the rap with your mouth wide shit. You sound a whack, please shut the fuck up, say true. That's what it do. I'm letting them know. You still in flow. You gotta stay true. Come on. That's what it do. I'm letting them know. You still in flow. Stay true to the roots and the place you grew up. Biting my jaws, Jocko drank a slim thug. I don't know your background, but let me make this shit clear. The only way that this okay is if you got family here. Oh, yo, I'm ripping, grinding, I'm switching lines, and on top, drop back, and I'm blowing down, and I'm pop the trunk, I want the postman fall downtown 6th Street like Mardi Gras. Got a kid, he is rapping balls. 415s with a date exposed. This is a flow, but ain't hard to do. Here's the track for y'all to block 2. I am the real, kiss and phony. Rap the Dipset, not Texas, homie. What you do, man, it's not okay. See the flows, man, to make them pay. Worst part about it, you said you the future already done, did it way back in here. Worst part about it, you think you the future already done, did it way back in here. That's true.